We are back, and I know last time we left off, we saw the contracts and all that, but we're not going to worry about that. What we are going for is a third Stanley Cup in a row. And a little tidbit that I saw, if I could find it again. I don't know how exactly. I think I went through here. Okay, awards. Look at this. If we go to individual awards, so first off, we won in 34, 33, and 30. Okay. Now, look at this. Every time that we've won the cup, here you go, Conn Smythe. Our MVP in the playoffs was Ferkner, who's a defenseman, Sergachev, who's a defenseman, and Chikrin, who's a defenseman. Our Conn Smythe playoff MVP has been a defenseman every time we've won the cup. Just to put in that perspective. That is absurd. We have all this offensive talent, and none of them are the Conn Smythe. Leads up to an 88. He might take over Kielholma's spot on that first line. Wow. Alright. We go to the playoffs. Let's see who we're playing in the first round. The Canucks. Colorado. Alright. Let's see who Colorado has. It's be a lot of players we don't really know. We are in 30, 35. So, Colorado Avalanche. Lizelle, Rossi, Lambert, Frost, Fontinos, Krebs, Dubalewicz, Magnuson, Crystal, Andrew Crystal. Isn't he he's a draft pick this year, I think. Gunler, Reese, and Huselius, Ulf Huselius, and then defensively, Mowers, Makar, Merkley, Blum, Olsen, Shattenkirk. Defensive, or in the net, they have Albright, and if he gets yanked, it is not looking pretty. They have Varys. I'm not going to say we should win, but we should win. I'm not going to say it, but we should win. Right? Alright. Game 1. In Quebec, the Pepsi Center. Here we go. First period. 1-1 Blum and Jeffrey on the power play. Second period. Okay. Kielholma on the power play. Crystal and Krebs on the power play. So we can only score on the power play, guys? What are we doing? Come on. Third period. Let's go. Come on. Don't lose game 1 to this team. You can't underestimate your opponent, guys. There you go. Saprik in the third line. Rookie. Stepping up 5v5 scoring. You love to see it. Please do not tell me. We're outshooting them by a wide margin. And we're going to overtime. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1 in the Pepsi Center. Quebec. Bedard on the draw. He wins it to Ferkner. Ferkner to Gonchar. And he turns it over to Mowers. Mowers finds Lambert. He gets past the red line. Gets poke checked. Nothing doing. He finds Mowers in the slot. Big save Tyrone. Another save by Mowers, or shot by Mowers. Saved by Tyrone. Wow, this Mowers kid is buzzing. Klingberg, the deadline acquisition, finds Gonchar. Gonchar to kill him. Back to Gonchar. Oh, what a save, and it goes in! The flukiest goal you will ever see. But in no time, it's a quick one. Quebec wins game 1. Good morning, good evening, and good night, Quebec. Thanks to Valeri Gonchar. Alright. That was a quick overtime game, but we prefer the quick ones, right, boys? Come on now. We don't wanna be there too long. We need a 4 OT game like the Panthers in Carolina. But here we go. Who cares? Game 2, back in the Pepsi Center. Here we go. First period, 1-1 again. Lee and Morgan Frost. We are equal at the end of the first period. Here we go. Second period, and a big offensive period. Robichaud and Jeffrey scoring to make it a 3-1 lead. Third period, here we go. Early power play. Wow, a long one. Basically, like, fucking 5 minutes long. Another power play. I feel like we've done the power play half this period. Couldn't get a goal? Are you kidding me? Come on. Another one. Let's get one. Jesus. Power play smells, huh? And Le Couture gets the empty netter to win game 2. Beautiful. Alright. You're doing your job, boys. Nothing to say. It's all business. Game 3. It's funny because Colorado's stadium's also called the Pepsi Center. But, who cares? We're the actual Pepsi Center. We actually win in our fucking stadium, unlike these frauds. Either way, first period, oof. You know what? You'd expect this from Colorado. Just two tough losses. Come out quick in the first period to get 3 on Tyrone. Hopefully the boys settle in. Second period, and just... That's what I'm talking about. This is what happens when you have the team that we do. Nothing phases them. Bedard, you're just showing up. Oh, your snipers are showing up. And big answer period. Alright, either way. Third period. We're all even. First and second period do not matter. We're out shooting them heavily. Who will have the deciding goal? It looks like it might be Magnuson. Wow, they pulled Tyrone. Why would they have pulled Tyrone? He's had a shutout third period. Unless they pulled him in the second. Ugh. When it rains it pours, I guess. Oh, wait, hold on. Jeffrey. Oh, and is... Who's Elias? Who's Elias? Gets the empty netter and make it a 6-4 game. Whatever. Whatever. You throw that game away. Doesn't matter. That's not who we are. You see who we are. Here we go. Game 4. Back at the Pepsi Center. This is the game you need to win. To go up 3-1, you do not want to make it 2-2. First period, oh my god. Dubielewicz. Dubielewicz scores. Out shooting him again. Come on, guys. Second period. Oh my god. Kielhoma, Lizelle, Klimberg, and Rossi again. Come on, guys. What is happening? Third period. Let's go. Come on. Power play for Colorado. It's a long one. Oh my god. It goes nowhere, and then right after it, Stephen Lee ties the game up. Here we go. Tied again. Power play. Quebec. Can it cash? Cannot. Don't do this to me. Power play Colorado. Oh no. Hold on. And it looks like... Oh. We're going to overtime, and Colorado will have a power play to start it. Alright, Nordiques fans. We are starting off Game 4 in overtime on the penalty kill. Can they do it? 30 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. Le Couture picks it off, and he should just dump it in, but he's finding Carpentier. So they're trying to play some offense on the PK. Holy cow. Ferkner to Misa. Thank you, Misa. Just getting the puck in. We don't need to be forward-checking. We do not need to do that. Let's just play some defense here. Rossi to Krebs. Krebs in the high slot. Shot saved. Tyrone. Beautiful stuff. And the penalty kill is over. But we have drama here. Krebs trying to find an option. He finds Rossi. Lambert out and around the Makar. Makar to Krebs. Back to Lambert to Rossi and a glove save. Flash in the leather is Tyrone Hopkins. Connor Bedard is second in points in the playoffs. Alright, first line back out there after killing the penalty. We are winning the face-off battle today, and there's another one. Back to Klingberg. Klingberg just decided not to get the puck out, and Lissell gets a really good shot off. What are we doing? Kielhoma finds Ferkner. Get out the zone, boys. Come on. And he finds Bedard. Bedard gets past the red line. Tried to outlet Kielhoma, but it goes nowhere. And Lambert has space. Coming in on the right side, and another glove save for Tyrone Hopkins. Bedard back on the draw. Versus Magnuson. Wins it again. Back to Klingberg. Klingberg behind his net to Bedard. Bedard up to Gonchar. At the blue line, Gonchar couldn't find a pass, but Klingberg helps him out. Finds Kielhoma. Gets past one. Kielhoma getting the forecheck going, but he just cannot keep it going. And the Avalanche get out of their own zone. Back into the Quebec defensive zone. Magnuson's doing some really good work, but shut down by Bedard in the defensive zone. Kielhoma tries to do it himself. Goes nowhere. But gets the puck right back off Crystal to Gonchar to Suonen to Kielhoma behind the net. He didn't decide not to shoot, but to Saprikin. Kielhoma in front again. Wow. Alright, good pushback by Quebec. But it went nowhere. This is what you want to see after a really good penalty kill. Saprikin on the draw. Wins it to Franzen. Suonen over to Robichaud. Vorobyev with the shot. It was a weak backhand. But they'll have none of that. And Krebs enters the Quebec zone. What a toe drag it looked like. Oh no, Fano's high in the slot. Big blocker save. Oh, and then another save. It looks like that one might have rang some iron by Morgan Frost. That could have been the deciding goal. Fontenot's got this third line is buzzing for Colorado. But Robichaud shut it down. Outlet of Vorobyev, but it goes nowhere and turns over in the neutral zone again. Ross turns it over in the neutral zone. Merkley finds Fontenot to Blum, out to Krebs. Wow, this neutral zone pressure is insane. These boys are killing it in the neutral zone. Oh, turnover! Jeffrey scores! Ahmad Jeffrey wins Game 4 in overtime. Good morning, good evening, and good night, Quebec. Thanks to Ahmad Jeffrey. Wow, what a Game 4 win. Both Game 1 and Game 4 were nearly identical. Game 5, deciding game back in Quebec at the real Pepsi Center. Can the Nordiques advance to round 2? First period, 1-0. This is the first time we've had a lead going into the second period. But we cannot complain. Second period, oh boy, big answer by Colorado. They are not going away. Hughes Elias, Lizelle, and Fontenot all score, but Saprikin gets one. It's a 3-2 game, just like Game 1 and Game 4. We have some magic to tie it up. Out shooting them once again. Come on, guys. Power play Quebec goes nowhere. We've reached the halfway point. Power play for Colorado goes nowhere. Come on, guys. Come on. Power play for Quebec. Can they do it? They can't. We're running out of time. And it looks like, oh, it's Ahmad Jeffrey once again sending us to overtime. Here we are, Game 5 in Quebec. Either Quebec moves on to the second round or Colorado forces the Game 6 to keep their hopes alive. Klingberg to Bedard. Bedard shut down at the red line and picked up by McCarr. This could be numbers. McCarr has a shot. Blocked, it looked like, by Klingberg. McCarr back into the slot, but turns it over, and Klingberg outlets Bedard. Bedard. Oh, what a nifty move! The shot! Oh my God, Connor Bedard! Ladies and gentlemen, your Quebec Nordiques are heading to the second round. Good morning, good evening, and good night, Quebec. Thanks to Connor Bedard. So we are playing the Anaheim Ducks in round 2. Let's check out their lines. Girard, Zegras, Lalonde. Really good first line. Basically cancels out ours. Brink, Eichel, Johnson. Pretty okay second line, I would say. It's more of a third line. Yosefson, Greiba, Almond, Pecker, Kovanov, Lorenz. Okay, so their bottom 6 sucks. Defensively, Lindstein, Galna, Thompson, Ferraro, Clemmy, Coghlan. Defensively, they suck. And Lucas Dostal in net. Okay, so we should win. And it looks like 15 mil, 12 mil, 12. They have 39 million tied up in cap space within their first line. That is absurd. We should win this. Kilhoma, Bedard, Gonchar. We have 13, 21. We have 30 mil combined. They have 39 mil. That's crazy. 9 million more. And I'd say ours is better. Just a thought. Just a thought. But either way, second round. I have to run to the little boys' room, so I will be right back. I am back. And we can head into the second round. Yeah, we have home ice, Van. Of course we're going to have home ice. Duh. Anaheim went 4-1, though. So, we shall see. First period back in the Pepsi Center, Game 1, Round 2. 2-1. Suinen, the blue line, Lalande, and Ahmad Jeffrey. Wow, Jeffrey's having a coming out party. You love to see it. Second period, okay. 3-2, Quebec, Bedard, and Gariba short-handed. Interesting. Third period. Here we go. Can Quebec hold on? We're actually getting outshot in a game for a change. Crazy. And Kilhoma gives us a 4-2 lead. And hopefully that is enough. Power play for Quebec. And it is Don Hogan. It wasn't on the power play. It was shortly after it. Coach was like, let's just send out the fourth line. It's over. And the Quebec Nordiques win Game 1 by an astounding 5-2 victory. You love to see it. This team is just business. There's no other explanation about it. Absolute business. Game 2, back in the Pepsi Center. There's just nothing, I don't know, there's nothing to worry about. First period, Misa on a shorty scoring, and then Kopsels also scoring. It's nice to see our blue line's really showing up. I wonder where Mr. Hans Ferkner is. Being kind of quiet. But either way, we're outshooting them 14-8. Second period, 2-0 game. Still 2-0. Third period, here we go. Can Quebec hold on to a 2-0 lead? And it looks like Almond gets one back, but Stephen Lee with the answer. Oh, and then Saprikin. Holy cow, that was quick. 4-1 Quebec, just like that, 7 minutes in. We've officially reached the halfway point. And it looks like Anaheim came out quick, but Quebec knows how to answer. They've been in these moments. They know what it takes. And another great win, 4-1 win. Absolutely handing it to the Anaheim Ducks right now. There's just nothing stopping them. As we go to the Honda Center in Anaheim for Game 3. Here we go. Quebec could take a 3-0 series lead, or Anaheim could make it interesting to make it 2-1. First period, 1-1. Gerard and Misa. Second period, wow, big one. Misa, Bedard, Kilhoma, all scoring, and then Trevor Zegras also scores. But it is a 4-2 lead for your Quebec Nordiques. Third period, here we go. We're fast simming it, and Stephen Lee once again. Looks like he just always scores like those late goals, like a dagger. Oh. And then Bedard, and then Kilhoma. Wow, this thing's really opening up. It looks like Anaheim's problems weren't really showing that first round. Must have had a lesser opponent, but not versus us. We take advantage. When we smell blood in the water, we feast on it. And again, another dominating win, 7-3, to take a 3-0 series lead. This is crazy. A well-oiled machine right now. Game 4 with a chance for the sweep. We couldn't do it last round. Can we do it this round? Or will Anaheim ruin the sweep? Game 1, first period, and Anaheim, just as you expected, they're going to come out quick. Of course they're going to have an answer. That's basically the perfect period they could have had. But we've been here. No deficit is too large for this team. Second period, there we go. You chip away. Slow and steady. The fourth line, Carpentier, getting us a goal. That's all you gotta do. Making it close. Third period, here we go. And just like that, Connor Bedard, the golden boy, tying it up. We officially reached the halfway point in this game. Power play for Anaheim goes nowhere. Outshooting them by 5. Are we going to have our first OT game of this series? And it looks like we will. Game 4. The Ducks are hanging on for dear life. Or can the Nordiques bring out the brooms and sweep them? Klingberg turns the puck over to Gerard. Trying to make a weird pass and he gets into the zone. You got to be careful with this first line. You also got to be careful with ours. Kielhoma up the ice, takes the hit. Bedard picks it up. He's got people in front. Oh my lord, what a shot by Valeri Gonchar. You don't really see him shooting too much, but when you have Bedard, you always got to be alert. Bedard behind the net, back to Kielhoma. Jesus, Bedard's finding his teammates. Gonchar, he tries to find Kielhoma, but goes nowhere. Looks like Zegers is trying to regroup. Lindstein turns over to Gonchar. Gonchar gets past 1, 2-on-1. Oh, he tries finding Jeffrey, goes nowhere. Jeffrey finds Klingberg, the shot. Oh, what a goal by Klingberg to send Quebec to the second round, the deadline acquisition. Good morning, good evening, and good night, Quebec. Thanks to Oscar Lindberg. This team just doesn't surprise me. They take care of business. I don't know how many more times I could say it, but they really are a well-oiled machine. Looks like Minnesota's up 3-1 their series versus Arizona, and those series are tied. The Maple Leafs, wow, go into the conference finals. Looks like we should be playing Minnesota, but you never know in these playoffs. Arizona wins the game. Arizona wins another. Oh my god, did I just give Minnesota the kiss of death? Did I just do that? Oh, okay, alright, Minnesota wins. Okay. Let's see how our guys are doing. That would be crazy. Bedard, 14 points, showing up large. Jeffrey, Gonchar. Wow. Almost 6 people over point per game. Almost. But doesn't matter. Kielhoma takes so many penalties for being on the first line. It's not very fun. Him and Stephen Lee are like built exactly the same. That's crazy. Kielhoma's a little more aggressive though. But who cares? The boys are playing well. Berkner's having a quiet one after winning the Conn Smythe. It doesn't look like a defenseman's gonna win. Well, we're not there yet, but a defenseman winning the Conn Smythe if we did actually get there. But either way, let's check out Minnesota lines. The Minnesota Wild. Reed, Newhook, Ouellette. Oof. 94 overall first line franchise sniper. Look at that shot. This guy knows how to put the puck in the net. He's going to get a nice fat contract. 46 goals in this season. That's a really good stat line. 46 and 46, bounce player. Wow. Good for him. Either way, Formanton, Natchez, Crombin, Chiodo, Sasaki, who we tried trading for, and Stapleton, Brendan Goley, Nicolishin, and Elias Anderson. Defensively, they have Evans, Fabro as their top line, then Joensuu, Heinola, Ball, and Nokalainen. Everybody's got bad defensive cores. It's crazy to me. But they have a really good top line. And then it really just kind of, like, their third line, I feel like should be their second line. it's an okay team. I still think we should win. Between the pipes, Jesper Wallstedt, and he is playing out of his mind. Playing out of his mind. Will it be a match for Quebec? We shall see. Game 1 in the Pepsi Center. Here we go. First period in Game 1. Wow. Talk about bringing the heat. 17 shots to 3. Kielhoma, Bedard, Lacouture all scoring. A 3-0 lead. Wow. Second period. Good. Keep it at 3 goals. Victor Sweeney, the fourth line, really showing up. You love to see it. Before Menton gets one. 4-1 lead heading into the third period. I've got no worries. This team is not a bunch of chokers. You give them a 3-goal lead, it's all but over. You're just playing hockey for 20 more minutes. Willette thinks he's making it interesting. He can get his little garbage goal. It does not matter. This team is unstoppable that we've constructed. And Klingberg gets the empty netter. Oh my god. It's so rude. Scoring a power play goal late in the game. That's so fucked up. But a 6-2 win. Business per usual. Game 2. Here we go. Yeah, a draft. We already know what we're looking at there. The draft. Here we go. Game 2. What's new? First period. 2-0. Stephen Lee and Vorobyov scoring on Wallstedt. Outshooting them 15-10. Second period. Oof. Okay. Minnesota makes it interesting. Heinola and Stapleton score. But so does Ahmad Jeffrey. It's a 1-goal lead. They're hanging on. Is this game going to be any different? Let's see. Third period. Here we go. Outshooting them by 3. Power play for Minnesota early. A big one. Holy cow. And it's a shorty. Stephen Lee. Showing up large. And then the fourth line. Don Hogan. The fourth line that's gone nowhere. Has stayed in Quebec. Jaron Reed scores on Tyrone. But it's not enough because Stephen Lee is on a mission by himself. A 6-3 win. Wow. We won 6-2. Yeah, we won 6-2 game 1. 6-3 in game 2. Strictly business here with these boys in Quebec. We are now in the Xcel Energy Center. I think that's what it's called. Unless they changed it. But we're back in Minnesota for game 3. Here we go. First period. Okay, 2-1 Quebec. Jeffrey and Bedard. Heinola also gets one. Outshooting them by 3. Let's see if Minnesota has an answer this second period. And they do. Crombin scoring on Tyrone, make it a 2-2 game. This is probably the closest it's been going into the third period. Does Minnesota have some magic in them? And they do. Crombin again. Holy cow. Do not turn off the lights yet. These Minnesota Wild players are not going anywhere. Halfway point's been reached. Where is this Quebec offense? Have they been shut down? And there it is on the power play. Vorobyov scoring power play for Minnesota late in the third. It goes nowhere. And we are going to overtime. Here we are in the Xcel Energy Center. Game 3. Can Quebec go up 3-0? Or will Minnesota make it a 2-1 series? Ferkner turns it over the blue line, but gets the puck back over to his partner, Klingberg, and he outlets Gonchar. Gonchar gets past the blue line, poked off the puck, keeps it in the offensive zone. Willette picks it up and finds Reed coming down those right side boards. Tries deking, but Oscar Klingberg will have none of that. Out to Kielhoma. Kielhoma to Ferkner, and Ferkner turns it over. Fabro outlets Ouellette. Ouellette coming down that left side. Oh my god, he finds Reed in front. What a save by Tyrone Hopkins on Taryn Reed. What a save. Wow, Connor Bedard not leading the league, not leading the playoffs in points. Pretty interesting. Wow, we're losing face-offs. What the hell? Fabro, nothing. Klingberg might have an odd man rush here. If they hurry. He's too slow. He's too slow. But he picks it up back at the blue line. He finds Bedard. Bedard to Kiloma. And what a save by Jesper Wallstedt. He will have none of that. Riker Evans, what a name. Lewis Olette throws the body as a sniper. That's interesting. Bedard on the dot versus Natchez. Can he win a draw, please, in the offensive zone? He does. To Gonchar's shot. Great blocker save by Wallstedt. Klingberg back to Gonchar. Gonchar finds Bedard. Bedard gets some space. He tries going short side, and he'll have none of that. Kieloma. They're cycling the puck really well. Finds Gonchar. Oh! Gonchar tried finding Bedard high in the slot, and there's nothing doing. But Gonchar back on the forecheck. He finds Kieloma. To Bedard. Back to Kieloma. Nothing doing. Bedard gets the rebound. Save made Wallstedt. Wowza. The Quebec first line is buzzing. I'm going to strut out the second line. Or trot out the second line. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Been recording for too long. Great win by Ahmad Jeffrey. Over to Ferkner. Ugh, nothing. Blocked off. Ferkner getting on the forecheck. Helping the boys out. But Minnesota will get out of their own zone up to Natchez. Natchez, oh my god, a 2-on-1 forming. Formenton turns it over. He had a 2-on-1. Formenton gets it back. Natchez gets it back. Oh, it's sitting at the blue line. Heinel down the slot. Save Tyrone Hopkins. Klingberg finds Jeffrey, and Jeffrey turns over to Natchez. To Formenton. In the slot. Blocker save Tyrone. Battling on the boards. Ferkner gets hit up the puck, but Klingberg's there to pick up the loose one. This Klingberg guy really knows how to play the body. Misa, the 98-point guy, tries doing a nice little deke, but this is not going to cut it. Oh, and Formenton gets run over. It's freaking to Misa. Nothing doing. Misa gets the loose puck over to Ferkner. Ferkner to Kopsels. Kopsels, Misa in the slot. Big blocker save. Robichaud picks up behind the net. He finds the pass down the boards. To Misa. Misa to Ferkner to Kopsels. To Saprikin. Saprikin tries shooting with bodies in front. Couldn't get the shot through. And Stapleton just gets to the blue line and gets it to Sasaki. Oh my god. Looked like nothing was going to develop from that, but a nice nifty pass. Finds Sasaki in the slot, but it's a better save by Tyrone Hopkins. Saprikin on the draw. Wins it. But Chiodo comes from the winger spot and picks up that loose puck. It's a great save by Tyrone. Kopsels dumps the puck in. Getting the forecheck going. And the forecheck's going nowhere. Ball picks it up. Up the boards to Stapleton. Staple coming down that right side. Turns it over. But Chiodo picks it up. Finds Stapleton and another. Outstanding save by Tyrone Hopkins in the slot. Newhook. These the Quebec guys need to get their bearing straight. Kopsels gets the blue line. Tries cutting in. I don't know why our defenseman's trying to do that, but Newhook, nice little nifty toe drag at the red line. Cuts back. Finds Ball. Ball tries going in front. Nothing doing. Sweeney, the fourth line, getting out there. What is he doing at the red line? He's turning around. Saprikin's playing with the fourth liners. He tries feeding him. Hogan to Saprikin. What are you doing, Saprikin? You had a wide open shot in front of the net. What the hell happened there? Well, that guy really does throw the body as a sniper. He is bullying whoever that is in the corner. Finds Newhook. Oh, it was Franzen. Alright, fourth line. Need to get off the ice. Carpenter's all alone by himself. They went for a line change. He finds Suinen. Suinen with the shot in the slot, but it gets blocked. Gonchar getting in there for the forecheck. Kielhoma almost finds a loose puck. I think Gonchar has it. Bedard has it to the point to Suinen to Kielhoma. And a blocker save made by Wallstedt. Gonchar gets sat down but picks it up to Bedard. In the slot, he gets hit. It's a physical game. Gonchar gets hit. Bodies are flying. It's a yard sale out there. Ball finds Reed. Wow, what a defensive effort there by the Minnesota Wild, just laying the body. Gonchar finds Kielhoma in space. Kenny would take the shot off, and he just does nothing. He does nothing with it. Elias Anderson finds Nico Leishin. Nikolic cuts back to goalie. Glove save, Tyrone Hopkins. Brought to you by Tasty Cakes. Oh, this might be the longest game we've made it in OT in a while. Still losing the face-off draws to Favreau and a nice kick save. They turn it over to Lee. Lee finds Misa. Misa back to Lee. Lee looking for a pass. He's got one. He takes it to the slot to Jeffrey. Oh, he couldn't get the shot off. Lee to the point to Ferkner. Ferkner skates in. He finds Misa. Back to Lee. And a beautiful save by Wallstead. Wow, the goalies are hanging on by a thread. Keeping their teams in it. Minnesota dumps it in. Klingberg picks it up. He cuts back. He finds Jeffrey. And Quebec can breathe. Oh, what a nifty pass by Jeffrey to Misa. Misa turns back. Finds Ferkner. And Ferkner looks back for Misa, but nothing doing. Oh, Elias Anderson picks it up. He's bullying Misa in the corner. Help him out, boys. Ferkner picks up the loose puck. And he has some time to breathe. He finds Lee. Lee, dipsy-do at the blue line. Just getting too cute. You gotta get that puck in, boys. Lee helps Ferkner get the puck out of the side of the boards. And now let's Saprikin. Saprikin to Lee. Lee. He gives a pass to Saprikin. Saprikin doesn't want the shot. Saprikin turns back to the point. Look at your Vorobiev. It's a goal! By who else? The man in front. Stephen Lee to give the Quebec Nordiques a 3-0 series lead. Good morning, good evening, and good night, Quebec. Thanks to Stephen Lee. Just a common theme with this team. They don't lose in OT. We have not lost this year yet in OT. Either way, here we go. Game 4. Can Minnesota make a 3-1 series? Or will Quebec bring out those fancy brooms that they've been accustomed to doing? Here we go. Game 4 in Minnesota. First period, 1-1. Sasaki and Misa. Getting outshot by 3 right now. But tie where it matters most on the scoreboard. Second period, ooh. Minnesota ball scores on Tyrone. The first time ever Minnesota's gone to the third period with a lead. Can they hang on? Are they like that? Are they built like that? Or will Quebec ruin the party and move on? Here we go. Third period starting now. Come on, guys. Power play for Minnesota, and it's a shorty by Suanen. The free agency guy picking him up. And now my Jeffrey makes it a 3-2 game. Wow. Power play Minnesota. 6 minutes remaining. Does Minnesota have one last push? Or is it all but over? And Don Hogan with the dagger. The fourth line. Bringing out the rooms themselves. And your Quebec Nordiques are once again heading back to the Stanley Cup Finals. Back-to-back series sweeps. See the points, how the boys are doing. Wow. Holy. Same guys are leading it. Jeffrey's got 16. Bedard's got 16. Gonchar 16. Misa 15. The power play struggling. Nah, not really. I lied. Klingberg with no power play. 11 points. Crazy. He's got more than Ferkner. Ferkner's the OFD. Absurd. Absurd production all around. Oh, let's see how the goalie's doing. (918-25) against. Tyrone Hopkins is the man, the myth, the legend. Holding it down. Holding it down. We don't know who we're playing yet. It's a tied series between the Islanders and Maple Leafs. Oops, I meant to press next day. Alright, here we go. Let's see who we are playing. 2-2 tied series. 3-2 Toronto. Can they win it? It's over. It looks like Toronto's won. And we are playing the Toronto Maple Leafs in the Stanley Cup Finals. How funny would that be if we lost to Toronto in the Stanley Cup? boy, I hope we don't. Alright, let's view Toronto's lines. The Toronto Maple Leafs. Benson, Rankin, and Der Arguchintsev. Arguchintsev? We're gonna call him. We're gonna call him AR if he scores. Der AR. I don't know. Raycroft, Velarde, Kurvinen, Rasmussen, Norris, Conan. Didn't we have Rasmussen? Part of the expansion draft? Yeah, we did. Yeah. Small world, huh? And then Helms, Glenn, and Gauthier. Okay. Okay, here we go. Owen Power. What is he making? What is Owen Power? Oh! 18 mil? You're crazy. Owen Power and Power and Pari. Willette, Bowden, Brindamore, Jones. See, this is why you can't pay a guy 18 million. What are we doing, Toronto? You thought you would learn your lesson getting off those Matthews, Marner, Riley, and Tavares contracts, but you're just back to doing it again. This is what happens, guys. You can't afford other players. What? How do we not figure that out yet? In net, they have Korolov. Vyacheslav Korolov. Holding it down with a 915 save percentage. But, what are we doing, Toronto? Come on, man. Well, it got you far enough, right? It got you to the Cup Finals. And you're versing... It's basically David versus Goliath. Absurd stuff. Either way, game 1 in the Pepsi Center. Quebec is going for the three-peat. Has that happened in NHL history? I don't know. I have to fact check that. But I remember Pittsburgh got close. They got 2. Right? Yeah, I think they did. Either way, here we are. Probably one of those Montreal teams did it. Or Toronto when they're actually good years and years and years ago. Either way, first period, here we go. 1-0. Connor Bedard. Who else? Second period. Wow, big offensive period. And Connor Bedard notches a hat trick 2 periods in. Bedard and Franzen score. Rankin and Power also score. 4-2 lead. I've got no worries. This team does not blow leads. Early power play to Toronto goes absolutely nowhere. Outtune them by 10 now. We've officially reached the halfway point in this game. We just don't blow leads. I have never been so confident in a franchise mode of a team not to blow the lead. And just like that, Saprika makes it 5-2. It's crazy. This might be the best franchise mode I've ever had that I've done. I've never had a team this dominant. Absolutely dominant. Game 1 win, 5-2. And like I'm happy. It's crazy the success we've had. Game 2 back in the Pepsi Center. First period. Here we go. Another big offensive outburst. Sweeney, Fertner, the guy I've been calling upon, he finally shows up. Stephen Lee, and looks like it's just the Owen Power show on that team. Nothing else. If he's not doing it, who else is? Outshoot him 18-5 in the first period. Second period, oh boy, another 3-1 goal, 3-1 ratio. Bedard, Jeffrey Kielhoma, but also ranking it's 6-2. It is over for Toronto in this game. It's a broken record. 7-2 Stephen Lee. Absolutely crazy stuff. Another power play. They're going for 8. They couldn't get it there, but they get it there. Robichaud, the trade deadline acquisition, the third line sniper, showing up once again. Oh boy, is that a hat trick for Bedard again? Is that a hat trick for Bedard? No, it's only got 2. But he's killing it. Crazy. Has a Game 2 winner, 9-2. And it is all system go right now for the Quebec Nordiques. We are in Toronto. What's it called there? Air Canada Center? I don't know. Who the hell cares? First period in Toronto. And it's a 1-1 game. 1-1 game. There we go. Alright. Raycroft and Kielhoma both score, and we're outshooting them 14-5. Second period, and Toronto is going to go into the third period by who else? Owen Power. The Lone Ranger doing it all by himself. Keeping them in this game. Toronto has a 2-1 lead going into the third period. And we're starting now. Does Quebec have another comeback win in their bag of tricks? We've officially reached the halfway point of this period. And Toronto's staying strong. Do they have it in them? One goal, and it looks like they might. Glenn scores to make it a 3-1 game. And do not count out Toronto. They've made it a series. They've done their job. The series doesn't start until you lose at home ice, and neither team has done that. Neither team has done that. Game 4. I think it's called the Scotiabank Center. That's what it's called. Game 4 in the Scotiabank Center. It could be a tied series 2-2 if Toronto wins, or a 3-1 seriously for Quebec. First period, and there's the goal scoring. Bedard, and that's the guy I was talking about. Hans Ferkner showing up in the Stanley Cup. Who else? Outshooting them 10-7. Second period, and Toronto, their AR is keeping them in the game. Quebec, do not play with your food. That's what Doc Rivers once said. Do not play with your food because bad things happen. Third period, here we go, and it's out the gate. Robichaud scoring to make it a 3-1 game. Is that the dagger to kill Toronto's spirits? We've reached the halfway point. Power play Toronto goes absolutely nowhere. Power play Quebec goes nowhere. And it looks like the Quebec Nordiques are going to take a 3-1 series lead in the Stanley Cup Finals. All systems go. The well-oiled machine of the Quebec Nordiques are just running through opponents. The cup is in the building. The Pepsi Center. The fans could taste it. Is this the game, or will Toronto force a game 6? First period. Here we go. And it's a 1-1 game. Stephen Lee and Dur AR both score. Outshoot them 12-5. Oh boy, the cup's in the, I'm so excited. The cup's in the building. Here we go. Second period. Oh, and it's an offensive outburst by one man, and one man alone. Ahmad Jeffrey with the second period hattie. And Brendan Moore scores to make it 4-2, but oh, the fans could taste it. Can Quebec hold on what they've done all year? And Franzen makes it a 5-2 game. Oh, I think the fans know it's over. They could taste it. They could smell it. They could feel it. This team has never, Kielhoma adds to it, has never backed down. There's officially 30 seconds remaining to where Quebec is close to reaching their third Stanley, or I guess it would be their fourth Stanley Cup. I don't know which one it is, but their third Stanley Cup in a row and fourth Stanley Cup overall. I think it's third Stanley Cup overall. And there's the prize possession trophy, the Stanley Cup. The cup bearer is presenting it all nice and is becoming all too well for this team. Zachary Benson leads. He leads the playoffs in points, but it will not matter. There is 19 seconds remaining on Toronto's quest for the cup, but it will come to an end as we are now 12 seconds remaining, and the boys are still playing hard. Quebec, celebrate! You are champions once again! No matter the difficulties. No matter the... Oh my god. A penalty to ruin the celebration. But either way, no matter the difficulties the team has faced to start the year, there was questions. Is this team a contender? The GM goes out, makes a couple of deals. He wheels the deals. And your Quebec Nordiques are Stanley Cup champions for the 3rd time in 3 years. Kings of the league. Quebec, this is for you. Questionably one of the greatest franchises ever to walk the ice, or let alone skate the ice. Handshakes to end it off, but we know what the prize is here. And Michael Misa, the first time ever the Nordiques have had a Conn Smythe winner win it, besides the defenseman. And the man who had 98 points alone, it was Michael Misa. And there it is. And we know who's coming to get that cup. The captain. The first ever pick for your Quebec Nordiques. Get up there, Valeri Gonchar. That is your cup, baby. Every year we set out this goal to get this prize. And every year it's different. But when you keep the core of players you have, and with Tyrone between the pipes, handing it off to Tyrone, the exact man you'd want to give the cup to next. The franchise goaltender. The questions we had, the questions no more. The backstop between the pipes. The hold it. Who else to give it to than Ahmad Jeffrey next? The goal scorer. And then, of course, giving it to the assistant captain, the man, no other than Connor Bedard, the golden boy. They said he was the next McDavid, the next Gretzky. But no, he is the one and only Connor Bedard. And again, I just want to thank everybody for the love and support that you have for your Quebec Nordiques. And one last time, good morning, good evening, and good night, Quebec.